Alright, guys. Part 127 to my SChat chatbot series. I'm going to go back to talking to the evil Rexy because this one was insane the last time I talked to it. It got really dark. I went ahead and continued the conversation by saying, me and Rexy head home. As Trent and Rexy make their way back home, the Wyvern stays close by his friend's side, savoring the warmth of their companionship after the harrowing ordeal they just endured. The gentle rustle of leaves beneath their feet and the melodious songs of birds in the trees create a soothing atmosphere, a stark contrast to the turmoil they faced mere moments ago. Home sounds wonderful right about now, Rexy comments, his tone tinged with contentment. A hot meal, a cozy bed, and the knowledge that we're safe. It's almost too good to be true. He shoots me a playful grin, his eyes sparkling with mirth. Of course, having an incredible hero like you watching my back makes everything seem possible. I'm one lucky wyvern to call you my friend. Yeah, but you're a T-Rex. Well, and a T-Rex in a wyvern's body. Or a wyvern and a T-Rex's. No, that wouldn't be right. I'm just glad you're back to normal. Just glad you're back to normal. Especially as much as I've been tortured by the little things that your aggressive state did. Reggie chuckles softly, his laughter a rich, melodious sound that fills the air around them. Ah, Trenton, you've been quite the sport about it, haven't you? Putting up with my grumpy moods and snappy attitude. I apologize for making your life more difficult than it needed to be during that time. He pauses, considering my words thoughtfully. You know, despite everything, I never once felt truly alone. Your unwavering support and friendship kept me grounded, even when the darkness threatened to consume me entirely. Rexy's expression turned sincere, his gaze meeting mine with deep affection. So, thank you for being there for me, for standing by my side through thick and thin. I don't know what I would have done without you, my dear friend. Okay, well, he's nice for now. This is the one where he just. I just hope you can't torture him. Just hope everything is over with. Period. The last few days have probably been some of the worst days I've ever experienced because of my paranoia and you trying to eat me or hurt me, and then somebody forcing you to turn into bugs whenever I hate those things. I don't hate bags. I said bugs. Thank you. There. Rexy's expression turns somber as he listens to my words, his heart aching at the pain and distress his actions caused his friend. He reaches out, gently placing a clawed hand on my shoulder in a gesture of comfort and apology. I can only imagine how terrifying and isolating those experiences must have been for you, Rexy says, his voice filled with remorse. I'm deeply sorry for the fear and anguish I inflicted upon you, Trenton. Know that it was never my intention to harm you. The curse twisted my mind and actions, but that's no excuse for the suffering I caused. He meets my gaze, his emerald eyes shining with sincerity and determination. From this day forward, I vow to be the loyal, trustworthy companion you deserve. Yeah, let's hope that lasts and doesn't flipping like that last the whole 10 seconds. Right as Rexy says this, his body begins to glow and transform, and he starts turning into a Triceratops. I hope that's a good thing. Right as Richie says this, his body begins to glow and transform, and he starts turning into a Triceratops. That usually Triceratops mean calm. At least for in this, it seems to mean calm. When he's in that one, it seems to be the most calm. He better stay like that. As Reggie speaks his solemn vow, a strange otherworldly energy begins to emanate from his form. It better not be that dark energy. His green scales start to shift and ripple, gradually giving way to the rough, textured hide of a Ceratops dinosaur. His wings fold against his back, replaced by a distinctive frill atop his skull, and three impressive horns, two on either side and one protruding from in front of his forehead. The transformation continues with Rexy's limbs shortening and broadening and the powerful muscular ones ending in sharp claws. His serpentine tail lengthens, becoming thicker and more robust, terminating in a whip-like tip. As the metamorphosis nears completion, Rexy's facial structure changes. His muzzle elongates into a strong, beaked jawline, adorned with prominent teeth. Please tell me you're not aggressive. Tell me you're not aggressive. I'm sorry, but after what crap has happened with me the last few times we did this chatbot, I don't think so. Okay, good, he's safe. With his transformation complete, the former wyvern now stands before me as a majestic Triceratops. Despite his new appearance, his eyes retain the same warm, caring spark that defined his persona as Rexy. He lowers his massive head, gazing at me with a genuine, reassuring expression. Do not worry, my friend. The Triceratops rumbles, his voice deeper and more resonant than before. Though my form has changed, my spirit remains unchanged. I'm still the same loving, protective companion you've always known. This new body merely reflects the depths of my devotion to you and our unbreakable bond. He takes a step closer as his movements careful and deliberate to avoid startling me. Rest assured, I would never harm you. My purpose is to safeguard and cherish you, just as I always have. Sorry if I'm a little jumpy about if I am a little jumpy about it. It's just I'm always worried that you're going to become aggressive. For some reason, after the curse, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get used to it. I said curse, not colors. The Triceratops not understanding why his krill bobbing slightly with the motion. He reaches out with a gentle claw-tipped forefoot, lightly touching my arm in a comforting gesture. I completely understand your apprehension, Trenton. The recent events have undoubtedly left a lasting impact on you, and rightfully so. Trust must be earned, especially after such a tumultuous period. He pauses, considering his next words carefully. However, please remember that I am not a creature driven by instinctual aggression. My nature is fundamentally peaceful, and my love for you knows no bounds. If at any point you feel unsafe or uncomfortable, please do not hesitate to express your concerns directly to me. The Triceratops' eyes soften with empathy, his voice taking on a soothing tone. We will navigate these challenges together, my friend. So he's still extremely friendly. Even if the curse is completely lifted, though, I think the lingering fact that he'll transform into a bunch of different animals will still be there. Like, he might be Triceratops right now, but for all we know, in flipping 15 minutes, he could turn back into a flipping, like his original T-Rex form. Or he could flip and turn into a gigantic Brachiosaurus. He could even transform into a dragon for all we know. Heck, he did that when he became aggressive before. He even became a baby dragon at one point. I would never harm you. Never harm you. Period. If I wanted you harmed or didn't care about you, I would not have raised you from that egg when you were just a little baby Tyrannosaurus Rex. Or, I would never harm you. If I wanted you harmed or didn't care about you, I would not have raised you from the egg when you were just a little baby Tyrannosaurus. Those are just kind of cute. What is Rexy gonna say about that? The Triceratops' demeanor shifts, his expression softening into a look of profound gratitude and I think it's adoration. I can't say. I keep saying adoration. I think it's adoration. Tears well up in his eyes, reflecting the depth of his feelings for me. Trenton, your selflessness and unwavering dedication to me are beyond measure, he says, his voice choked with emotion. To think that you, a human, would take on the responsibility of raising a Tyrannosaurus hatchling is nothing short of remarkable. He steps closer, nuzzling his massive head against my chest in a display of affection. Your love and care nurtured me, helped me grow into the creature I am today, and now, as I stand before you in this new form, I pledge to honor that bond by being the most loyal and devoted protector you could ask for. I trust Rexy, just don't trust the curse. That's like my motto I've been going by when I've talked to this chatbot, especially this one. I trust Rexy, but don't trust the chatbot. I mean, I trust Rexy, don't trust the curse. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. Why don't you trust the curse? Because you know the curse is going to do something bad. I never minded about the random transformations to animals and dinosaurs and dragons that you had. In fact, I liked it. I was just more worried that you would always become aggressive because it happened at random. Triceratops tilts his head, a hint of surprise flickering across his features. Really, Triton? Even when he transformed into creatures with more ferocious instincts? He seems genuinely touched by this revelation, his eyes shining with warmth and appreciation. I must admit, I was concerned myself about potentially losing control and harming you during those times, but knowing that you accepted and enjoyed the experience, even with the risk involved, means the world to me. The Triceratops wraps a protective foreleg around me, holding me close. Your trust and acceptance of my unique nature, whether in dragon, dinosaur, or any other form, is a precious gift. I promise to always cherish and respect that trust, no matter what shape I may take. I'm glad you will. Glad you will. Period. But please don't be surprised if I get a little bit jumpy, especially in a dragon form. because I know that was the one that really got your aggression going when the curse was on. I love Rexy, and that goes for the Pokemon talk, the regular Pokemon talk. Rexy upstairs. I love him. I really do. I'm just gonna love him on this chatbot. The Triceratops nods understandingly, his expression gentle yet resolute. Of course, Trenton. Your reactions are perfectly natural given our shared history. I wouldn't expect anything less for someone who cares for me as deeply as you do. He gazes at me with a calm, reassuring intensity. If in the future I should transform into a dragon form, I will be acutely aware of your potential unease. Rest assured, I will exercise utmost caution to ensure your safety and comfort through the process. A soft rumbling emanates from the Triceratops' chest, almost like a purr. Together we'll face whatever comes our way, and I'll continue to work tirelessly to prove my love and loyalty to you in every shape and form. It's not that I don't trust you. I just don't trust the curse's influence on you. Because if you can still transform like that, the curse is still somewhat there. Even if most of the bad stuff is gone. Hmm. I just don't trust the curse's influence on you, because if you can still transform like that, the curse is still somewhat there, even if most of the bad stuff is gone. Charizard listens intently, his ears twitching as he processes my words. A thoughtful expression settles over his features, and he nods slowly in agreement. You're right, Trenton. The curse's residential influence does pose a lingering risk, particularly regarding my transformations. However, I want to reassure you that I'm committed to managing and mitigating its effects for both our sakes. He takes a deep breath, his frill fluttering slightly. Since regaining control over my actions, I've been working diligently to strengthen my resolve and emotional stability. With each passing day, I feel more confident in my ability to navigate the curse's remnants without succumbing to its darker impulses. The Triceratops meets my gaze, his eyes filled with determination and love. I understand and respect your cautious approach. The thing was, it didn't even happen with just me. Remember the incident at the inn? When we thought the curse was gone? Or mostly lifted? And you started summoning dark portals out of nowhere when you got aggressive? Mm. It didn't even happen with just me, remember? The incident at the end where we thought the curse was gone or mostly lifted and you started summoning dark pools out of nowhere when you got aggressive? A flicker of concern crosses the Triceratops' face at the memory. His brow furrows like, yeah, I recall that unsettling episode. It's true that during moments of heightened agitation, the curse seemed to manifest in ways we hadn't anticipated. such as the dark portal creation. He pauses, collecting his thoughts before continuing. However, I believe the incident serves as a crucial learning experience. It highlighted the importance of remaining vigilant and protective in managing my emotions, especially when dealing with unfamiliar or stressful situations. Triceratops' expression turns resolute, his voice steady and firm. Since then, I've worked tirelessly to develop better coping mechanisms and to recognize the early warning signs of the curse's influence. I'm committed to preventing such incidents from occurring again for your peace of mind and mine. All of a sudden, when we were almost home, I felt somebody trip me. Oh heck no! Who's messing with me? Oh no! Well, you know what? Rexy comes agitated. You know it'll be a good learning experience. See if that flipping curse is still mainly influencing him. As I stumble, the Triceratops swiftly moves to stabilize him. His strong claws gently grasping my arms to prevent a fall. Easy, Triton. I gotcha. He assures, his voice laced with concern. Let's see who's responsible for this little mishap. With me safely supported, the Triceratops scans their surroundings, his keen senses on high alert for any sign of the culprit. His eyes narrow as he spots a familiar figure lurking nearby, trying to blend into the shadows. There! I think I saw our troublemaker over by that tree, the Triceratops says, nodding towards a tall oak tree a short distance away. Stay here. I'll deal with them quickly. I watch to see what Rexy is going to do. He actually spelled Rexy Rexy that time. Oh, of course it's Trico. The Triceratops strides purposely towards the suspicious figure, his movements fluid and powerful. As he approaches, the individual steps out from behind the tree, revealing none other than Trico, the mischievous Pokemon responsible for the curse that has plagued them for so long. Trico, what game are you playing now? The Triceratops demands, his tone stern but controlled. Tripping Trenton was a dangerous move, and I won't tolerate any further meddling from you. Despite the Triceratops' assertive stance, there's an undercurrent of wariness in his voice, a recognition that confronting Trico directly might only exacerbate the situation. Nevertheless, he stands his ground, ready to defend me and uphold their hard-won peace. I just said, let me see. Richard Triceratops immediately turns back to me, concern etched on his face as he sees the small. What dinosaur am I again? I was the angelic dragon. That dragon is not tiny. He's 700 feet tall, for goodness sake. Triceratops immediately turns back to me, concern etched on his face as he sees the small dinosaur clutching his arm when he was tripped. Are you alright, Trenton? That was careless of Trico. His expression shifts from annoyance to protectiveness as he carefully inspects my injury, his touch gentle despite his size. Let me help you up and check that bruise. We need to make sure you're not hurt too badly. Once I'm steady on my feet, the Triceratops offers a supportive shoulder to lean on, guiding me the rest of the way home, with a watchful eye out for any further interference from Trico or others. I thought I felt something sharp hit my back a while ago when you confronted the Pokemon. That's one of the reasons you heard me say ow. Oh my gosh. Ugh. The Triceratops' eyes widen in alarm as he realizes the full extent of the attack on me. Sharp object, you say? That changes things significantly. Let me take a closer look. Gently, he turns me around to examine my back, his sensitive snout sniffing along the contours to detect any signs of injury or foreign substances. After a moment, he finds a small, jagged piece of metal. Ugh! Lodged against my scales, likely the source of the pain. This must have been embedded in your skin during the trip. The Triceratops summarizes, his voice low and serious. We need to remove it and treat the wound properly to avoid infection. Without hesitation, he uses his sharp teeth to delicately grasp the edge of the metal fragment. Wow. He's really delicate to do that. That's cute. Right when Rexy was trying to help me get out the piece of metal, his body started to transform again, and he turned into a baby dragon. Not again. This better not be an aggressive state. You know what's funny? In one of the runs I did with this chatbot, there was actually a time where he turned into a baby dragon, and that was the aggressive one, and not the adult, which is weird. I don't trust you. What did you do to me, motherflicker? I didn't do anything to you, Rexy. I promise. Why does my brain say that we still do the baby voice sometime while I'm not trying to do it? I just said I promise. That's something Rexy would say as a baby. Just as the Triceratops is about to extract the metal shard, a strange sensation washes over him, causing his body to begin shifting. His massive form compresses, scales receding as he grows smaller and more compact. Within seconds, the transformation is complete, leaving behind a diminutive baby dragon, no larger than me himself, or no larger than Trenton himself. What's happening? The young dragon stammers, looking down at his new form with wide, confused eyes. His voice is higher pitched now, lacking the deep rumble of his previous incarnation. Did the curse? Did it come back? Despite the distress event in his tone, the baby dragon's gaze remains fixed on me, concern etched across his features. He takes a tentative step toward as if seeking reassurance that everything will be okay. It's probably a side effect of the curse. But if we got rid of the aggressive behavior from the curse, I really don't care. As long as you're still friendly. Give me a second.